Get ready for an exclusive interview with an inspiration of mine. He's a YouTube trailblazer, a traveler, entertainer, and educator rolled up into one phenomenal creator by the name of Ace. For years, Ace has crisscrossed the globe, weaving captivating stories that transcends borders. It's not just an interview, it's a rendezvous with greatness, a rare opportunity to peer into the mind behind the lens. Join me in this exploration of a life dedicated to sparking curiosity, evoking wonder, and crafting a legacy that transcends the confines of the screen.
Every month, at least, I'm going somewhere outside of my area.
Viral video so guys, hey, I'm at this party here at Rob Rowe's house, and I met two very interesting gentlemen. We have a producer, promoter here by the name of
More Crown Phoenix, CEO, company owner. Honest, yeah.
Sounds good. I'm gonna put this information below if you're into music. And I have Ace Live over here.
Yo, I'm in Medellin. I'm back. I never left. All the videos have been here. We've been filming here. I act like I'm in other countries.
That's funny. So this was super random. I was walking down the street in Medellin and I recognized him. And he looks exactly like the computer, man. Very nice guy, you know, and I'm just so lucky that I was invited to this house party and he's here with me. So Ace, I want to pick your brain for people who are starting YouTube channels.
Right.
Who may not have the opportunity to meet you. What is your biggest mistake? If you had to go back in time, when it comes to creating a channel, what would you have done differently, knowing what you know now about YouTube?
Man, that's a good question. And honestly, we all gonna make mistakes. And we all gonna look back and be like, hindsight, I could have did that or wish I did that. But if me personally, I wish I focused more on my channel, my travel channel, in another country, because countries like Colombia can be very competitive and very tough to break through. Each country, people search for different reasons to show up.
Yeah.
And so I feel like maybe Mexico would have been a better place to start a travel channel. I always say that if people are interested in getting into the travel realm, that they focus probably in Mexico. It's like a huge crowd of people always wanting to go to Mexico. Yeah. Mexico's so huge, and there's so many different things undiscovered by American and European and foreign travelers. So if you need ideas on what to look at, just follow the Latin content creators in Mexico, and they go to some amazing places. But if you follow them, you know, give a little shout out. You know what I'm saying? Like, a little shout out. Be like, hey man, I saw a video and I thought, you know. Yeah. All right. So.
Yeah. Now you've been all over Latin America.
Not. That's not true.
In many countries.
It seems like it because I'm always here, but there's a lot of countries that I haven't explored in.
But based on all the countries you've seen, if you have to name your top 3, let's not put Colombia on the list even. Remove Colombia from the list. What would be your top 3 countries in Latin America when it comes to not only content creation, but also good vibe and people?
Well, we mentioned Mexico. Mexico's a really, it's gonna be tough because my friends probably watching this from the country. So you didn't say this country. Why you ain't say this country? I just recently went to Nicaragua. Loved it. Now I know these countries. I can't say 3.
Yeah.
But a lot of these countries have government issues, government problems, or things that the government is going through. But just me traveling there, I had a wonderful time meeting the people in Nicaragua. And I do recommend people going there. You can have a fun time. So much diversity between going to the islands of Nicaragua, like Corn Island, or seeing the diversity in the mainland, like Bluefield. And then, you know, I'm gonna say Nicaragua. I'm a little biased because of my family in Miami. They know who they are. Nicaraguan family that adopted me. So shout out to them. I love them. I'm not adopted, but this is like my neighbors. You know what I'm saying. So,
I have to tease you with this one. If you guys have seen his videos in Jamaica, he went to this one place and somebody sold him some jerk chicken. It was very expensive. and he got so angry. He made a video and he said, "Don't trust this guy." Do you remember this scene?
Yeah.
What was that about? I've never seen you so angry.
We didn't answer the. I'm glad you. So I can give my fellow Jamaicans a little bit more pretext because I didn't say it in the video.
Yeah.
But we didn't answer the other 2 countries. But we'll get back to that.
We get back to that.
We'll get back to that after I answer the Jamaican thing. So yeah, I was having a great time filming. We finally went to a place because everybody was telling us, look, you have to go to this Jamaican restaurant. They have the best type of sausages there.
Yeah.
It wasn't chicken. And like I went to a couple of other places and they were giving me some great food.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for the record, anytime I film with like a vendor, I'm always gonna tip them. I always do that, especially if there's filming involved. That's just something I automatically do. I don't say it or show it all the time, but there's always gonna be an appreciation. This is how I appreciate you taking the time, letting me film your food or not. But when this happened, I go to a place that we're serving like this famous sausage type meat. There was a woman that ordered the same food in front of me. If you watch the video, you see this guy preparing the food for her, not for me.
Yeah.
And then it came down to my plate, and he overcharged me. Like he didn't notice I knew how much he charged the woman. I'm trying to promote the business. You overcharged me. I don't want to.
No, it's not me.
I don't want to meet Bumpy no more. Bumpy is. So I turned the camera off and I told the guy, "Hey man, let's not do this. Come on, man."
Yeah.
I told him, "Let's not do this. I'm an actual content creator. I don't want to. I'm really filming a video, man. Don't give me the right price. I want to give my audience the right price." I was willing for him to continue to do what he needed to do, but he didn't want to do that. And I was like, okay, he's so concerned about getting this extra money from me, right? Overpriced me, way over. And if you read the comments, there's a lot of people who are upset about the way he overpriced. There are some people who are biased about that. And trust me, I understand if you're mad at me, I can get it. That's where you're from. I'm not gonna, it's no personal, I understand you're biased about that. Because a lot of people feel like, oh, he's just trying to make a living, so that's why they overcharge foreigners. And I'm like, well, come on, it's not, because when people go, like prospectively wise, when people go to certain countries, because they're going on vacation, it's a place where they can, whatever vacation money they're using, they can it can go longer. You know what I mean?
100%.
This is why not everybody goes to Dubai, or depending, because it's like, yo, that's way out of my budget. But they want to experience the culture. Part of that experience, the culture, is paying these local prices and stuff like that. It's not, and if the person feels like they want to give a tip, which I would have, of course, you know what I'm saying, because like, hey, here's a little extra, you charge me. And I think more vendors, it'll happen to more vendors like that if you just regular charge, like, well, I'm paying. Because people will be like, damn, I'm paying this much, let me just give a little extra. That's totally acceptable. So that's what happened. I was not mad, I was disappointed. Because he would not waver on his price. Even after I saw him charging the other lady differently. And so you'll see another guy follow me to the car and he's apologizing to me because he's looking at the guy like, yo, you tripping, you know what I'm saying? The video got a lot of views, and I even tried to reach out to the owner after I released the video, but they don't have no social media. But I wanted to talk to him so I can at least tell people in the comment section, well, I have a word with him. And whatever he said or agree on, well, that's what it was. But the owner wasn't there. And I know the owner's kind of pissed off. If he's watching this video, we could willing to talk or something. But I do this anyway. I did it in Haiti too. I went to Haiti. When I went to Haiti, and because people think it was a Jamaican thing, no, I went to Haiti and I went on a tour to the Citadel. And it's a huge fortress in Haiti. And the people, although they were very informative, you might not realize that I had to do a lot of deep editing to get the video, as enjoyable as it was. But the pricing, they kept overcharging us in pricing, and I had to talk about that as well. When I went to other parts of Haiti, dealing with Haitians and them switching up the prices, all of that is recorded. You can see that as well. So don't think it's like or I'm targeting. No, it's not that.
It's not like that.
Watch my Haiti videos then.
Absolutely. No, I was just
watch it and then y'all see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you now, negotiate early.
So let's go back to the initial, the previous question about the 3 countries. So you had 2 more.
I like Argentina, man.
Argentina is very nice, yeah?
Well, contrary to popular belief, because I did do a documentary series, like a 6-part documentary series on Black in Argentina. I love Argentina. I like where it's going now. It's becoming more diverse. It is accepting a lot more immigrants into the country. I feel like if immigrants can't make it into America, their best bet is to go to Argentina. I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm not saying I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that's what I've been noticing happening. Okay, I'm not saying that before. Oh, don't be inviting people to my country. I ain't do that. I'm just saying I see that that's what's happening, and I met so many wonderful people. I done had some crazy nights with my Argentinian people. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? I've been to places Maradona's been to at night. I haven't filmed none of that stuff, but like some secret places and stuff. I had a great time, and then. People invited me to their home, Argentinian people. And that was lovely. And I love the way the streets look. In every city, it's amazing. It's different, and the people are so welcoming there. And if you are a foreigner making foreign money, not to say to take advantage of their economy, because they're having some issues with their economy. It could be an inexpensive place to work and live in Latin America. I like Argentina.
All right.
It's really good.
Okay.
And then the next place, because we said Latin America, right?
Yeah, Latin America.
But you can't get in Venezuela right now, so that's off the coast.
Well, no, but that's a good thing that you mentioned it, because most of us are dreaming about going to Venezuela, but unfortunately it's a little bit difficult right now. So he's one of the few who has gone and reported
if you got the right visa, you can get in.
You can get in?
Yeah, you get the right visa.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Most of us, our only connection to Venezuela is to say, well, you know, the women from here who are from Venezuela look similar, they're attractive. So, you know, a lot of, you know, single male travelers are curious about going and see what's going on in Venezuela. But Ace has been able to go to Venezuela and he's been to Colombia. So what are some of the things you can tell us, some of the differences or similarities between Venezuela and Colombia?
Well, Venezuela used to be the richest country in Latin America and might be that way in the next couple of coming years. Their infrastructure, they have some, as far as like you go to their main city, beautiful buildings, beautiful infrastructure and stuff like that, but the economy is down. So there's a lot of people that are suffering there. I think what I did especially when I meet men, they feel like, man, I had such a party here that I can do it in Venezuela. Kind of, right? They're still limited in resources and stuff like that. So like the energy and the party you see here is not there as big per se. You might go to one venue and there'll be a good party, but here in like Medellin, I can go to different parts of the city and it'll be like big club parties, good energy and stuff like that. That's not the case all the time when you go to in Venezuela. Venezuela might be interesting after their elections in terms of property, because you can buy a lot of property for inexpensive. I've been there and you can find yourself property for around 4 or 5, depending on the town you're in. Like these, you go to some towns, they're like $5,000 for a property, and they can go up all the way to the 100,000s.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But lucratively, it might be a good place. It's not as dangerous as what we have seen. So if you've seen a video a couple years ago, yeah, it might have been as dangerous during that time.
Yeah.
I like to say the U.S. sanctions have helped the country, learn to cope with itself, and now they have learned to live without certain resources. So with that being said, if certain sanctions were lifted, I think the country will even try bigger. It's like, no, you guys were able to live and do these and have this type of lifestyle like this. I can only imagine if you didn't have these restrictions, how life would be. But yeah, people are still trying to make money. So you know, I have several friends who migrate back and forth to Venezuela, trying to survive. You know what I mean? Whatever way that is.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm Haitian American, and I understand the Haitian plight of immigrants trying to leave Haiti for a dream.
Yeah.
So when I look at Venezuelans trying to figure out the same thing, I have all my heart for them. I never look at anybody differently, regardless of whatever they choose to do or live their life outside of the country of Venezuela.
Nice.
They're trying to survive out here.
Yeah.
Trying to stay alive.
So, where are you when it comes to personal satisfaction with your channel? Are you happy where you are? And what is Ace gonna be like in a year, 2 years from now? What do you see your future looking like?
This guy's good, man. He's good. No, I'm actually taking time now in Colombia right now to just think about things. Obviously, my health. You know what I mean. Content creator can be doing anything that you want as a dream can be stressful. Okay, for me, it's content creating. I know it may look like it's fun, but it's a lot of stress involved. It can be stressful, and like with any job. So I'm not trying to say that you know other stuff ain't stressful, but I'm trying to just take a little break and make life a little bit better for me. So that means more planning, whatnot. So yeah, I want to see my channel grow a little bit more. I'm honestly. Where I'm gonna be at in 2 years, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not. Hopefully, I'm not here. Okay, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I gotta be somewhere. Okay.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Right.
That makes sense. So you always tell people travel more, travel more. If somebody's watching this, he's in the Matrix. He's never left, right?
Get a passport.
Get a passport. But what is it? Do you think you can ever live in the United States again?
No.
Permanently, and just make your trip temporary and come back to the Matrix again.
You know what? I don't think I could do that, and I'm not. And here's why: because I spend until I spend equal amount of time that I've already spent in the United States. No, there's the whole world out here, man, and I want to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
So. I get depressed thinking about how much places I haven't been to yet, and I want to see in how much time I don't have, because I'm not on no time limit or anything, but I feel like, damn, if I go to a new country, I don't want to rush it. You know what I'm saying? I want to sit down. I want to meet some people. I want to walk down the street. I want to shake some hands. I want to feel like the locals feel. And then I want to do it again in the next country. So I get depressed thinking like, damn, can I really do that? You know? And so right now, that's not the idea. Ideally, for a content creator, unless you're telling people, hey, I'm living here for 3 months, okay, so we 3 months in, you know what I mean?
That's right.
But then it's like, when are you gonna get to this country or that country? You know what I mean? So,
Now, most people will not get a chance to meet you like I have, so I mean, I'm curious about this. You know, is there a difference between Ace Live off camera and Ace Live on camera? Or are you the same person?
No, I think there might be a difference. I think there is. And you see more of that on Instagram. You see more of me on Instagram. I think as a content creator, we have a sole responsibility to keep certain things, we gotta keep a certain particular standard. I'm not saying not be true to thyself or something like that, but I think you gotta get with the program. You cannot be out here, especially if I know that somebody might look at me as a role model, that I'm out here reckless. Doing crazy things. But there's certain things that I like to keep to myself as a content creator. For me, that's just me. Giving everything out. It's not. But for the most part, what you see is what you get. Like he can tell you, like off camera, we sitting here talking, and but then you're not getting everything from your boy. I'm sorry. And some of y'all know that, but you're not getting everything. And I'm telling you the truth. But I think you could appreciate that I keep certain things to myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. How do you feel about this whole phenomenon of passport bros?
Okay.
Like, you know, some people look at it as men looking for sex, but you and I both know that's not what it is. It's people who are not necessarily able to find what they're looking for at home, so they choose to go out overseas looking for relationships or whatever the case might be.
I like the name. I like the name. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people who have taken the banner to represent it in a negative way, or use that banner and then use it in turn, show it as it in a negative way, and that's why I can't resonate with it at the moment. Men and women been traveling for years, for love for years.
I'm going to Vietnam. Vietnam, man. And if things work out, I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with her. You got a nice ass.
Everything nice.
There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? If you were born in this earth, and I tell people this doesn't mean you have to live where you were born. You don't have to live in the same city. You don't have to find work in the same city. Some people feel that way because of security reasons, but no, you don't have to. You can go to another country and make your life there. Yeah. Don't ever feel limited by anything.
Yeah.
Who you from, where you from, how you look. You deserve to see the world.
Yeah.
And if you find something special along the way, or you find something that resonates with you more, then that's a beautiful thing. So, but I can't use the word passport, bro. As good of a name it is, it's just a lot of people use it for bad terms. So it's like if you say the word, people think that you crazy and look at you crazy, something like that. So when the same people who are using that start doing positive things, I think that might make a shift a little bit. And shift a little bit. But shout out to everybody who's finding love outside of their environment. Oh, hello, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. And I know people want to know, like, okay, what's going on with Ace romantically, right? And what is going on here? Like, to be honest with you guys, like, I love this. You know what I mean? I love this. I love to travel. I love to meet people, and I love to keep it going. If something happened along the way where a woman pops up and it works out, then fine. I've dated women in the past, and a lot of it didn't work out because of conflicting lives. Yeah. You know, I've dated women with children, and they need to take care of their children, and I need to travel, and they don't like me traveling. That's a problem. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for me, I'm focusing more on my career and me being happy myself. And if the shoe fits, you know what I'm saying? We all good. If it doesn't, I'm out. But I want people to know I'm not traveling to look for a woman. If it comes, hell yes, love it. You know what I'm saying? But traveling for me is more about indulging in the culture. Just understanding how people live as it relates to my lifestyle. What really changed my life in terms of quality and understanding is when I first got my passport and started traveling to different countries, and I noticed, like, damn, people were, especially in this country, this is the first country where I was like, it hit me hard. Because I was so psyched coming here that I was like, yo, my money is like, it goes this far. Yeah. This was in 2016, my first time in Colombia, and so I would just see, like, you know, the hotel prices were way even cheaper and stuff like that when I got here, and I was like, man, I'm getting like I empty out there's like a refrigerator in the hotel room. It was empty. Yeah. And so the price came up to like $12, $13. I thought it was gonna be like $100 or something. Wow. I was like, what? Wow. They're not even overcharging me for and I was like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. And then and I'm just watching all these families just walking around and enjoying their time, and I'm like, wow. Yeah. And they're not getting the same amount of money I'm making. And I said, that's a beautiful thing. It changed my priorities a lot. Yeah. When I got back home, certain things didn't matter anymore. I used to like going clubbing a lot in the United States of America. That wasn't like the thing, because I kept telling myself, man, with this amount of money, I could I could go crazy in Colombia.
Oh, sure.
You know what I mean? I
It
could
costs more.
And that's what I slowly started doing. I started just saying, you know what? I'm not gonna, first off, I wasn't even really getting paid a lot of money in America, but I would still somehow find a way to use my money for entertainment in America. But me being in Miami, I realized I could take trips to Colombia. I started taking trips to Colombia. Give me my days off. I go to Colombia and come back to work. Like nothing happened. Nobody know I went out.
That's
and
right.
like 2 days, 3 days, and stuff like that. Along those trips, my channel started developing. But let me get back to the essence of what I was saying. Just getting that passport helped me change my mind frame and looking at things from a different. I don't even own a vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing.
People that move here, it's cool if you do have a vehicle, especially living in one place, but I don't need that. I don't care, you know what I mean? If I have a vehicle or not. Your perspective slowly changes because you look at people here, you're like, they don't have a vehicle, but they be able to go here, everybody happy.
Everywhere,
Right? So it's a special thing, you know what I mean? It's a special thing. So.
As many as content creators like myself who are starting out and are looking up to people like Ace Live, the Wode Mayas, all the people who are doing this full time. Traveling as much as I do, one of the biggest challenges for me sometimes, you book a room, slow internet, the bed is not that comfortable, you're worried about your safety. It's not all fun and games. It comes with a lot of stress as well. So I want Ace, if you don't mind sharing, what are some aspects of this lifestyle that you really don't like and that people may not think about when they decide to go ahead and be free?
This guy's giving me hard questions. Hard questions. No, that was, as far as me, when I first started as a content creator, that was very challenging. But I did look forward to it. Because it's just me quitting my job and just seeing what I was made of. And if I could deliver, if I could come up with something to make something happen. I think chasing a dream, and I look back to those days and I smile because I said, man, I had so much fun with less. And so if you are going through those, enjoy those times. All right? And soak them in. And just know eventually all of that's going to change in terms of like traveling and stuff like that. My hardest thing now for me is leaving places. It's very hard because I just settled in. I might have met some friends and I love it, and now I have to press the reset button and go to a new place. So that's one of the difficulties. But as far as when you first start, there's a lot of things. Your budget, you want to make sure you keep your budget up. You don't want to go over your budget. My main thing when I was a content creator full time is I'm not going back home. I don't want to go back home to my mama's house. You know what I'm saying? My mama's house, my mother's house. And I wanted to make sure I had money so I can eat and stuff. So a lot of things I learned that I fixed whatever was priority. For me, it was housing. First getting to the place. After I get to the place, housing. After that, if I starve one day, at least I can sleep, and then I can try to figure out the next day. Just figure out how to work things out. So this is one of the reasons why I like Vietnam, because Vietnam was a place where I could not speak the language, and I would just out of any element possible, and just to see what I was made of. And I tell everybody to go there. Like if you can spend some time there, but you're doing way better than me though. Starting off, you're doing pretty good.
No, thank you.
He's doing a wonderful job.
Your journey inspires me. And what he's talking about is I still have a full-time job as I'm doing this.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're doing a really good job.
Thank you.
Guys, I want you to understand. You look at him. He has a full-time job. He's investing a lot to bringing his channel to what it is, and so just understand he's doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
Doing really good.
Thank you. I watched his journey. He started out and he wasn't satisfied with the money or wasn't making enough money. Went back to the US, worked some more before he took off permanently where he's at now. So I told myself, before I ever leave my job, I want to make sure my YouTube is working based on his experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So what happened with okay, I'm a brief history. I had a job doing YouTube, but I wanted to do it a little bit more full time, right? And so I said, I had like maybe 300-400 subscribers. I quit my job at that moment, and I said, give me 3 months here in Colombia. After the 3 months, it was a struggle, but I eventually made it to 1,000 subscribers.
Nice.
But they had just changed the monetization policy to what it is now, and that was after my 3 months stay in Colombia.
Yeah.
After I quit my job, now I don't got no more money. I had saved me some money. All that money's gone. Now I have to get back to mama house, and I had twisted my leg and everything, and I said, okay, now I'm home. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
I finally get monetized, but not in Colombia, in Miami, and I can't do nothing. So I did the best I could. I would just do live streams with my audience that would watch me, and we kept striving for the dream. I kept striving for the dream, kept knocking on the door. I got my leg healed. I got another opportunity to go back to Colombia. One of the subscribers paid for my trip. He wanted me to show them around town, and I told him, because he needed to be there at a certain date because of work going on. I told him, go ahead and pay for me now. I'll go there now, earlier. And I filmed, like, I think I was there for like 11 days. I filmed every single day. I was like, all right, I ain't gonna slack on this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna film every day. I kind of got that from Wody Mai, I think. All right, so because Wody Mai was in China, he came back to Africa and he started uploading videos every day, man.
Wow.
He wasn't doing that in China, but he was doing that as soon as he came from. I said, man, wow, around that time. Anyways, so I said I was gonna film every day because I'm gonna be here. 11 videos, I can use that towards my channel. So after my feet healed, I filmed, got back home, and I still needed money. I wasn't making nothing. Although I was monetized, I wasn't making money on YouTube. So I went and did some day labor work, got some money off of that. Those 11-day work footages I did, like for 11 days, I upload those. Those started making money for me. $700 it was. And then a friend of mine told me about a carnival that's happening in Colombia.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I gotta go to that. And so when I said, okay, I said, I'm gonna go to that. So with the money I made from my day labor and then money that was coming from YouTube, it was now at $700. I said, oh, I'm gonna use that money in Colombia.
Yeah.
I go to Colombia and I said, now this is the time I was like, okay, I'm gonna be like Wody Mai. I'm gonna upload every day.
Wow.
Right? So I got back, this is on January 31st. I got to 2019, January 31st. I upload from there all the way. And I was supposed to be in Colombia for 43 days. I uploaded every single day. It was not a day I didn't upload. By the time I got done, I had more money coming in.
Wow.
I said, you know what? I don't need to go back home. Let me stay here and do it again.
Yeah.
And I kept doing it again and doing it again, and now it's 4 years of me still doing it.
Amazing. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, man.
Wow, that's amazing.
And that was just me. I don't upload every day now.
Yeah.
So those, oh, wait a minute, he don't do that no more. Yeah, I'll do that more. But I used to upload every day. But it was that being in that tunnel.
Yeah.
And just wanting it so bad that you keep knocking on that door to get to where you at. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. I kept knocking on the door, and through the process, I wanted to make sure that I leave you something along the way, So for those who are gonna upload every day, try if you gotta make a video shorter but with better quality, go that route, because people are gonna enjoy it. All right? And then eventually, if you wanna switch up, do another route. So mine's was, some people do longer videos, but mine's were like short videos. Yeah. But a little bit more quality involved, so people could, little something they can look up forward to watching.
100%. I have a few YouTube questions related. Number one, they said the algorithm has changed. Is this something you felt yourself?
It always changes. Always changes.
Okay.
But it changes big time because of the presence of other social media.
Yeah.
So TikTok is a beast.
Yeah.
And my mom even mentioned it. So if my mom talks about TikTok, I gotta take it seriously. And that's my problem. And for those who are watching now, if you see a new thing come down on the pipe, don't hate on it.
Jump on it.
Just embrace it.
Yeah.
Just embrace it, and it might be the thing you need to push you forward, because TikTok is on its own different algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you might upload something and it just takes off there. It's like, wait a minute, it wasn't working here, but it works there.
Over there, yeah.
And you can use that leverage and energy to bring it to YouTube. So that's what's been going on. YouTube's been trying to keep up with these other social media, and they've been making sacrifices for that. So like, I'm gonna show you right now. Like, you're watching this long form content, you might look underneath and there might be some other shorts there, right?
Yeah.
But you see the shorts, right? Now, let's say you watch shorts. Shorts is this one-line thing. You keep going and going and going. They do not show you long-form content advertised. They don't advertise long-form content doing that Rolodex. You get what I'm saying? You swipe it, you don't see no. Oh, by the way, your audience, the guy you subscribe to put this long-form video.
Yeah.
And that's something that YouTube need to fix on. That way, they can remind people like, hey, you're still following these guys right here. Getting a plaque used to mean something, right? It still means something, but because of the way shorts are, a lot of people subscribe more faster that way.
Yeah.
So it's cheapened the
value of the subscriber count.
The value of the subscriber count, which, by the way, still don't mean nothing.
It's all about the views, right?
Right.
So how do you feel about shorts? Do you think it's a mistake for YouTube to do that, or do you think it's a good thing for long-term content creators like yourself?
Well, I'm happy YouTube is trying to keep their audience, because I'm here. That's where I'm uploading. You know what I'm saying? I wish they do a better job in terms of, promoting the long-form content creators like us, because even with TikTok, the rise of it, it's like, oh, there's a new thing I need to accommodate. You know what I mean?
Right,
Some people think, like, oh, what's so hard about doing a 20, 30 second video? It's like, wait a minute, there's a new format I need to get used to creating and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's that you might, that 1 minute video might take 4 hours to edit.
That's right. That's exactly right. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations. So, but it's necessary. But I would say to stay ahead of the curve. I do think VR is on its way. You know what I'm saying? As a content creator, I'm a little bit nervous about AI. You know what I'm saying? You look at the actors; they're tripping right now.
That's right.
There's an actor strike right now, and part of it is because of negotiations when it comes to AI. They're afraid that the studios are going to be using their image, and they won't get any residuals over that. That's the least of their concerns, actually, in my opinion, because they could just make a person look real and then make an environment look real.
That's right.
So why can't do that for a YouTube video?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Very true.
So if they can do that, well, we got Houston, we got a problem.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but if there's a way of us staying ahead of the curve, we will. So I do have a 360 camera with me right now.
Nice.
I keep that with me just in case, just to learn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just to see how I can stay ahead of the curve once it gets to that point. Entertainment right now. Everybody's going crazy over this new eyeglasses thing, eye vision, Apple Vision. But in reality, Chrome, Meta has their own, and they've been doing it. You just put the glasses on, you can literally stretch a huge screen television and watch, and that's huge entertainment for you. You know what I mean? So how can I bring value to people like those guys that are watching? Television is going to be out the way, but maybe I can create content like that.
Yeah.
Where people are more. I'm bringing them more into the environment, and that's why the 360 camera is something I want to to entertain and to keep up with, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Lots to keep up with. Do you think YouTube pushes content creators' content the same way, regardless of their color? Or do you think there's a disparity between,
I can't. Okay, so you gonna get some good shit from me. That's why they put the music on.
Yeah, they're trying to kill my shit.
You wanna do a part 2?
Yeah.
Let's do part 2. Okay?
Yeah.
You wanna do part 2?
Part 2. All right. That's for the following one. Let's stop right here.
Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Hagamos jueguitos que de chiquito no pude hacer. Dale, bésame, ven y atrápame. Que ahora adultos sabemos bien lo que vamos a hacer.